delighted with that, Steve.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I think it's a really tough performance to come here. Short turnaround for us, a flight. Not played as well as we'd liked in the first two games, but to come out and to come here and play tough like that, I thought was very, very tough. I thought we thoroughly deserved the 2 points.
Your defence, wouldn't it really?
Yeah. We haven't been great defensively. Conceded too many tries last couple of weeks, but had to withstand a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure throughout the game on our goal line, and held it intact most of the time. Obviously, Leeds came up with some errors. Were they forced or were they made by themselves? Probably a little bit both on a couple of them. But I thought we did tremendously well, and with 12 men at the end there, we were out on our feet, but managed to somehow keep it intact.
You had to withstand a lot of pressure, Stephen, without so many middles as well. Must make it extra pleasing. You got some resolve in the group.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, I was pretty sick of hearing about the players that Leeds don't have played last week, this week. That's all you talk about. Players not missing. We're concerned that Catalans about the players who are playing for us, not the ones who are not. Some of the ones who are playing for us, there's a couple of injuries there. There's a couple of our own doing as well in terms of suspension. So speak about the players who are playing and what they can bring to us, and Mike McNamara just said, look, I'll play a prop. That's my job. I'll do it. Doesn't matter. Paul Segier's not played this season. He had gastro for the last 3 days and put his hand up to play because he knew we were in trouble. That type of stuff. That's what we're interested in. So really pleased with that response from him.
How's Sam Tompkins?
Yeah, he's got a sore knee. He had a sore knee going into the game. Pushed himself to play, wasn't quite right, and so we took him off.
Just precautionary, or is there an actual?
No, he wasn't right before the game. He wasn't quite right, but he thought he was good enough to play. It's the type of player he is, but he wasn't. So we'll see how he is now. We've got a bit more time. We had 5 days between the last game, so it was a pretty tight turnaround for him. So we'll see how he goes this time.
Is it the same knee that he had problems with?
I don't know. I haven't asked him. I don't know.
Joe Chan's taken his chances well, hasn't he?
Who?
Joe Chan.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks he's probably been your best player, hasn't he?
He's been good. He's been very good for us. He's trained like that all pre-season. He finished last season well. He was very close to playing in the grand final last year. So he finished his season well and he started the season off tremendously as well.
Did you make any Mitchell's yellow card?
I thought it was pathetic. In fact, if I'm being honest, we all understand it as coaches. It's a penalty, it's a penalty, but it's not a sin bin in our game. So yeah, really disappointed with that decision. Yeah, I get it. We all get it. We've all seen it as coaches, but we're all getting baffled by certain decisions at certain times, and that was one of them tonight for me. I don't think it was a sin bin, even given the new rules now.
Have you sort of talked to your players in the last couple of weeks about trying to hit under the ball? Or?
I think every coach has. Every coach has. And we all get it and we all understand it. And like I said, I'll hold the hand up. We got a couple of things wrong in round one. Dylan Napper, and he paid the price. I was disappointed with Gil Dudson's ban because clearly got an eye gouge before, in that tackle and struck out. But and also I will say, I think the fear of appealing some of those decisions after what happened in round one, I don't think that's right as well. I think people get charged and put on a grid, but you need a chance to get up there and explain it, in the right manner. And the James Bentley one and was it Ollie Holmes, the other one there. I can see why both clubs appealed that. I can see why they did that. And there's got to be some understanding of the way the rules have changed. It wasn't frivolous, in my opinion. You have valid cases, so you can't take that away from people. Otherwise, I think Rich Agar spoke about it previously. So it's not having a crack at that. We all get it, we all understand it, but I think we're all frustrated at the minute with some of the ones in between.
And the Langy call, that seemed to be a bit harsh as well.
Try. Wow, yeah. Wow, it's a try. It's a try. So our owner's recovering back in France, but I think at that point it could have set him off again. So hopefully Bernard's safe and sound, and maybe didn't watch that part of the game.
Is everything a bit too excessive at the minute, you think, Steve, with the disciplinary and the process that's going on, the suspensions being done?
We get it, we understand it, and the reasons it's brought in, and we're actually fully all on board with that to protect players and protect our game in the long term. But it's the bits there. It's the bits there in between it. You know, it's an high tackle, penalise it. It's an high tackle, but it's not a deliberate shot on the head. It's not a sin binning. It's a high tackle, and we all get that and understand that. You know, I go back to the appeals for James Bentley in particular. When I watched that, 'cause I watched the Leeds game round one, and yeah, I can see why they appeal that. So to get another game handed on the top of that, that's the bit there that's upsetting for me as a coach to see that, because you need the right to be able to go and defend a player, as we did with Gil Dudson on his. So yeah, I think there's a fair bit of communication and talking still to go through. But I will reiterate, we do agree with the stance that what they're trying to do in the game. It's just how it's going about that. It's affecting games quite clear at the start of the season in a big fashion.
How impressed were you by that Deacon playing Pro University?
Unreal. Unreal. He was awesome, and you know, I hope Alex Mellor's okay. You know, that was, it seems an age ago. It was right at the start of the game there, but it was a strong carry from Mike, and he got a good bump on him, and obviously, you know, Alex has been taken away, so we hope he's good. But Mike's performance was top draw. Was top draw for a player who's not played in that position. You know, Jordan Desiree was normally a bench front rower for us having to start, so we had to mix it around. Then we looked at Leeds' team sheet, and they started the three big guns, Tetavana, Pryor and Aletsky all started, and it was quite clear what they were trying to achieve against us. So yeah, to hold our gloves up in that area, and the boys did a great job.